This at first period I saw my sibling, I fair froze. I couldn't say whatever. We sat downward on the sofa in his building. Down there was silent. Later I begun to scream. This at first speech he told to me were dong ti scream. Later he took my brush. Everyone who was down there cried as so. It was a magic time. Kiran Gustafsson was 33 while she met her twin brother for the at first period. It was an sudden twist to an already emotion travel. Kiran had refundable to India to searching for her biologic mom. The recent item she anticipated to discover was a lacking twin brother. Increasing up in Sweden in her foster household, Kiran says she had hot and fond parents who gave her all a kid could wish. Her parents, retired tutor Maria Vernant and entrepreneur Kjell, had ever been outdoor on the reality how she had been adoptee of an orphanhood in Surat, a town in the West Hindu country of Gujarat, while she was 3. Kiran says she has no memories of such previous year. Still, she admits, she ever thick felt thing was lacking. She was envious of the connect among her 2 junior siblings for copy. She thick felt they were shut to every some in a way they never would be in her. As she grew older, she says how sense of void strengthened. Eventually she tell to her household on it. They were really supporting, and in 2000 the whole household undertook a travel to Surat. She attended once again in 2005, the period in her school grade as a portion of a year on social science and humane rights. But these trips leftward her in more than questions. Behind household in Sweden, she investigated more than on her acceptance, found out more than detailed information on the orphanhood she was adoptee of. By 2010, she had done the judgment to see for her biologic mom but was not certainly how to go on it. My parents were okay in my judgment. They said me they were proud of me and they favored me, she told. But she accompanied Via on her judgment just 6 years after. In 2016, Kiran, now a career advisor, found herself visiting a class by Arend Dolle, the company founder of the Netherlands-based NGO versus Kid Trade. Love her, he was of India. Love her, he had been adoptee. In his say, Mr. Dolle set out his own legislative fight to get data on his biologic mom in India. Encouraged, Kiran began connected in Dolle. He associated her in Kid Protect employee Anjali Pawar who coordinated to assist. Via her inquiries, Ms. Pawar was capable to reveal Kiran's mom's sameness. Her behalf was Sindhu Goswami and she had been involved as a national man in Surat. She as well found how Kiran had been nearly 2 while her mom had leftward her at the orphanhood. But she done common visits to encounter her down there. She had as well taking into account the officials her job address. Gunman in the data, Kiran refundable to India in April, followed by a boyfriend. She met her mom's ex-patronage but the data they gave her was not quite to go on. They couldn't speak wherever she was currently, or if she was though live. But they did offer her a photo. We see love every some, says Kiran. Such were emotion days for Kiran. But the largest upheaval was yet to go. Ms. Pawar had controlled to discover Kiran's childbirth certification. And how was while she found out she had a twin brother sibling. It was incredible. The questions on ego of connect and identity were responded. I was stunned. It was wonderful, Kiran told. She solved to begin looking for her sibling. Though was fortunately, not a hard searching. He had been adoptee by a Surat household and was now an entrepreneur. Meet him was not lightweight although. It rotated out his household had never said him he was adoptee. They were unwilling to speak him. It took a lot of belief to get them to accept. Ultimately, the Gemini met in an emotion reunification. We found every some, but we yet include so lot questions. Down there is yet sorrow, Kiran says. She says how her sibling, who has requested not to be identified in the print for currently, said her how he had the accurate identical sense how thing was lacking in his lifetime. While we told farewell how day it was yet surrealistic, so we didn't say lot. The siblings solved to encounter at Kiran's inn the following day to say several more then. He said me he was frightened of loser me once again. And he didn't wish to see me keep for the aeroport, so he leftward previous, Kiran told. While we divided, he gave me a hug and fare leftward in his dad. In how time I thick felt so blank. But he pledged me how we would commemorate our following date of birth along in Sweden.